Making someone's day a little brighter or making them smile is as easy as a phone call to K&M Floral Shop or visit them online at knmfloralshop.com. K&M is a proud sponsor of Hearts football. Go Hearts!
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Ready? Fight!
It's time for Effingham Hearts football on your home for local sports. 97.9 XFM. Let's go to the sidelines for pregame information.
Everybody, I'm Greg Sapp alongside Dustin White. Wayne's up top, and welcome to Salem High School, Jim Finks Field here at Salem High School for high school football on a football Friday night on 97.9 XFM and 97.9XFM.com. We just got that weather alert, so those of you in Clark, Cumberland, and Coles County, be aware of that. A severe thunderstorm warning for portions of those three counties, and Kenna will let us know if we have any subsequent updates, but most of the storm down here has apparently gotten by us. There isn't any rain at the field right now, but we had a pretty good rain shower from just before 6 o'clock until about 10 minutes or so ago. But things have cleared. There are more clouds to the west. Hopefully, we're going to be able to get this game started and completed in good order. Again, it's Salem at Effingham. Very interesting ball game. Somebody's going to get their first win of the season tonight, be it the Hearts or the Wildcats. Both come into this action, Dustin, 0-4.
Yeah, it's been a struggle for both clubs. Effingham has been right there in a couple of its games, and the Hearts have gotten blown out of a couple of them, but I think it's safe to say that it's probably been maybe an even little tougher road for the Wildcats so far. There have been some fairly lopsided scores for these guys, but they're going to come out hungry, and they're on their home field. It's only their second home game, so they want to play well here at Jim Finks Field, and I think we're going to see a good ball game regardless of the records of these two teams coming in.
Yep, and both of them know this is an opportunity to win. They might not have a whole lot of these over the course of the season, so they're looking to make hay while the sun shines, and we're glad the sun is shining right here, right now. Pre-game information brought your way as always by Josh Douth at Farmers Insurance. More to come in a minute on our pre-game show. It's Salem hosting Effingham here on 97.9 XFM. So we gave you an idea about our game tonight. Here's who else is playing. Big game at Eastern tonight. I know that Dustin and I and Wayne were talking about this on the way down. Mattoon at Charleston, and they're playing that game at O'Brien Field at Eastern Illinois University tonight. It's the first time they've played one another, those two Coles County schools, since 1987, so 25 years since they've played one another. Makes me wonder with that weather alert we had a little while ago, whether that's going to get started on time up there, but we'll do our best to get you all the scores. Ken will be checking on as many scores as she can through the course of the evening, but that promises to be quite a battle. Mattoon and Charleston playing at Eastern tonight.
Yeah, there's a lot of working in Charleston. I saw a lot of signs out in the yards and stuff today. A lot of people are fired up about that one, and I kind of have my feelings about how it's going to turn out, but one thing's for sure, everyone's going to come to play because that matchup is a long time coming.
And since they're in the Apollo together, it's a big conference matchup as well. Let's take a break. More to come in a minute here on 97.9 XFM. Hearts are going to be going left to right on your radio. They'll be defending the goal to the south here to start the football game. It's a nice facility here. Jim Finks, for those of you that are a little younger than me, Jim Finks had a great upbringing in the Salem community, went on and had a great career in the NFL. In fact, was general manager and president, in fact, of the Bears for a while in some of their best seasons, and, of course, was a big part of the Vikings and had a great career and is honored here at hometown Salem at Jim Finks Field at Salem High School. This was the site of the Apollo Conference track meet last spring, so a busy place here at Salem, and we're glad to be here. Kickoff approaching the football. It's a low kick. It is finally taken by one of the farther back return men for Effingham, and they get it out across the 25 and now across the 30 before they finally run him out of bounds. So nice job of hanging on to the football over there as it is returned and then headed out of bounds out across the 30-yard line. And the return man for the Hearts, I think, was Zach Blumker. I think he's the one I saw come up for that football, and he gets it out across the 30 to the 31-yard line, and that's where the Hearts will set up shop to start this football game tonight. So 1st and 10 for the Hearts at their 31 on a night that looked pretty dreary for a while and now's turned out pretty nice. Clear conditions, well, clouds, but no rain anyway. So let's see how this one gets rolling. Hearts are ready to do something good, do some damage early here. Nathan Vale lines up in the shotgun. He's got Hal in motion, and then I think somebody else went in motion. And it's a procedure penalty on the Hearts, and that'll be a 5-yard walk-off, and it's 1st and 15. And what was I just saying before we got started with this?
Yeah, those are the things we talked about. Those are the mistakes you can't afford to make. You know, you might get beaten physically from time to time, but you just can't put yourself behind the 8 ball with those kind of mistakes all the time.
It sure does seem to happen a bunch. Well, let's see if they can be sure to regroup here. So it's 1st and 15, back to the 26. There's the handoff, but boy, I tell you, footing is tough. Staying on his feet well, though, is Zach Miller. He finally gets knocked down for a loss, though. He could never turn the corner. He wasn't able to get up any speed. Salem did a good job of staying home as a result. He might have lost another 5 or 7 yards. The penalty would have taken it back to the 26. And they spot the football at the 18, so a loss of 8. So all of a sudden the Hearts, which was 1st and 15, and you add 8 more, it should be 2nd and 23. That football back at the 18-yard line now. So this drive started at the 31. It's at the 18. Howell's in motion here for the Hearts. Another whistle. And let's see what this one's about. And it's going to be against Effingham again. Another procedure penalty. So we've had a procedure penalty, we've had a loss, and we've had a procedure penalty. So now the football is back to they've got spotted at they didn't move it. They must have declined the penalty, still on the 18-yard line. And the Hearts give the ball up the middle. Oh, Vale kept. Nathan Vale, the quarterback for the Hearts, kept that time and got some positive yardage, so there's a little something for the Hearts to build on. He got or did he get anything? Maybe no gain.
I think it's back on the 14, Greg. I think it was from the 14 to the 8.
So it was the 14. Okay, well, I was watching the scoreboard. I should have watched my officials. All right, so it's 18, so it's a gain of 4, so that'll make a 3rd and about 20. So 3rd and about 20. Hearts with the ball at the 18 from the shotgun. They hand it off quickly to Howell, who was lined up alongside. Logan's going to the far side. He's got some speed up. He's got a 1st down and then some. He's out across the 40-yard line before they take him down. 1st down for Effingham. So forget all that other stuff.
Yeah, just when you thought things were kind of looking a little shaky there, a big play cures all. You move the chains, and it's kind of like starting over again. Now
I'm going to have to check on the spot. Well, the spot's right at the 40, and that's not quite enough for a 1st down. From the 18, Dustin, give it to the 40. That's a gain of 22, and that's not enough for a 1st down, so they're going for it 4th and short, and they're driving and diving, and I think they got the 1st down.
Yeah, the line judge is coming out, I think.
Caden Vaughn carried the football that time, and they got the 1st down. So from the 40 to the 42, a gain of 2 yards for Caden Vaughn, and that's enough for an Effingham 1st down. So after all that mess, the Hearts do get a 1st down out of the deal.
4 rushing plays, 4 different players carrying the football early on.
Up under center, Vale here on 1st down. They give it to the deep back. That's Howell picking his way through and close to midfield. Logan Howell to the 48. From the 42 to the 48, a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 4. Guys, the Hearts started with a penalty, a loss, and a penalty, and you're thinking now, and then they got another penalty. So you were wondering just what was going on. And wind's picking up, but I'm going to ignore that. From the shotgun, Vale wants to keep, goes up the middle, falls forward, gets the 1st down near the Salem 45-yard line. From Effingham's 48, Vale dives forward to the Salem 47, a gain of 5, and enough for a Hearts 1st down. A lot of umbrellas, a lot of rain gear here.
Yeah, it's starting to fall again. You can see it out there. Hopefully
Vale up under center, going to the deep back. Howell, he's got it inside the 45-yard line as the Hearts just pretty much keep grinding it up the field. There won't be a cloud of dust tonight.
I don't believe so.
So Howell gets it inside the 45 to the 43, a gain of 4. And they'll bring up a 2nd and 6 or so. Watch your paperwork. Here's the handoff. And it's in the middle and nothing. Maybe no gain, in fact. Hearts may get to keep this one. Salem players say it's Salem's ball. And now there is the indication, Wildcat football. It happened when Vale came away from center. Cole Moran's playing center now for the Hearts with the injury to Jordan Tunn. And I don't know whether it was the snap or whether Vale lost the handle after the snap, but it's back to the 44-yard line, so it's a loss of 2 on the play, Dustin. And Salem will get the football 1st and 10 at their 44-yard line. So after the early sputtering, the Hearts had a decent drive going, and now the turnover gives it back to the Wildcats. And the officials call time here as the rain lightens, thankfully. Raining much less hard than it was just a couple of minutes ago. Now we're ready to go. So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at their 44. Colton Harness up under center. Again, he's a sophomore, but he has good size. There's the snap. He gives it up the middle, and the Hearts pretty much stuff it. He might have got a yard. Good pursuit by Effingham. Several players in on that stop. Exactly what a coach wants to see. The man who finally came out of there with the football is number 43, and Paul Moskal gains 1 yard. 2nd and 9, ball's just shy of the 45-yard line. So just shy of the 45-yard line, so 2nd and 9. Again, Harness, a sophomore, their quarterback, right-handed, tall kid, up under center. Looking to throw. Goes across, now goes to the far side, and the Hearts pick it. Marcus Robinson with the interception for the Hearts. The cornerback takes it, and it comes back to the Hearts near the Hearts' 35-yard line. So the pass put up by Harness, and he threw it right into the lap of the Hearts' Marcus Robinson. Boy, now it's really coming down here again at Salem. But good presence of mind by the junior. He stayed with it and made the grab. So it's 1st and 10, Hearts on the incomplete pass and the resulting interception. And Effingham will have it 1st and 10 at their 33-yard line. So an exchange of turnovers. Hearts fumbled it away. Salem passes it away. Hearts with it 1st and 10 at their 33. Vale going to go up under center here on 1st and 10. Got a man in motion, but they give it to the up back. And I'm not sure who that is. That could have been Levi Michael. Let me double check. Yeah, to the 35. Michael a gain of 2. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 8. They've run Levi at that spot a few times in place of Caden Vaughn. It's just one more person for you to think about.
Yeah, that's 5 ball carriers now for Effingham's offense.
So from the 33 to the 35, a gain of 2, and it's 2nd and 8. 6:40 to go in the opening quarter. Rain has abated again. It's still raining, but it's much lighter than it was. Zach Miller again comes to the side. They can't get that sweep turned up because it's tough footing, and they undercut him again. And the Hearts lose yardage again.
Yeah, I'm just not sure that's a play that's going to work under these current conditions.
It takes so long to develop, and footing is tough, and Salem doing a good job of identifying it and cutting it off. A 1-yard loss for Zach Miller back to the 34. That brings up 3rd and 11. So let's see if the Hearts can capitalize after getting that turnover. No score, 6 minutes to go, opening quarter here at Salem. Howell in motion. They give it to the up back. That's Caden Vaughn. He dives across the 35-yard line, but that's going to bring up 4th down. So Caden advances the football to the 36, a gain of 2. That'll make it 4th and 9, and the Hearts will have to kick it away. I tell you what, on a night like tonight, that's no bargain.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta make a clean snap. He's got to catch it cleanly and keep his footing on the kick. There's a lot of things that could go wrong on this kind of a play.
So Zach Miller, who we talk about a lot, still just a sophomore though. Let's see what happens. And now we've got another whistle, and it's another penalty on the Hearts, and that's 3 already.
That's correct.
So that'll walk it off 5, back to the 31 from the 36. So now it's 4th and even more, and the Hearts will try to punt it away again. 0-0, 5:21 to go in the opening quarter. Zach Miller back to punt again here. We'll see if we're all situated this time, and we are. And there's the snap, a low one. Fielded on the hop by Miller. He can't. He's going to have to run with it. He goes to the far side. He turns it up. He's going to get something out of it, but not a lot. He got it back out across the 30-yard line. Low snap. He tried to field it on the hop. There wasn't much of a hop on this wet field. He gathered it up and did the best he could. Zach Miller gets it from the 31 to the 32. It's a 1-yard punt. Or actually, it's a 1-yard run, as it turns out, on 4th down.
Right.
Salem gets the ball on the exchange of downs, and they have it 1st and 10. And they're going to score it at the 31, so there was no gain. No gain on that 4th down attempt. Again, the snap was low, and Miller tried his best to field it, but he had no time to kick it, so he tried to run, and for no gain. And Salem knocking on the door here, 1st and 10 at the Hearts 31. So 2 fumbles by the Hearts that they've lost, and the Wildcats threw an interception, so nobody's excelling on offense so far. They give it up the middle. Salem does. The ball's loose. Who's going to get this one? That time, they ran it up the middle, and they got it, and Salem's going to hang on to the football. As Paul Moskal had it, he ended up at the 30, gain of 1 at 2nd and 9. I mentioned it's wet.
It's going to be an adventure tonight. It's going to be a little sloppy. It's already been a little sloppy.
Neither team has won, so somebody's working really hard out there to get their first victory of the season. 2nd and 9 for the Wildcats at the Hearts 30. 4:30 to go in the opening quarter. Salem's got a man from the outside coming across the field. Maybe they're having trouble getting this play off. They finally do. They run it up the middle, and they get a little bit out of it, but not a lot. Just ran it up the gut that time. That's Matt Hahn, the ball carrier. And he gains to the 28-yard line, gain of 2. And that'll bring up a 3rd and about 6. Again, we're still in the first quarter, no score at Salem, Effingham at Salem, on a football Friday night. Next Friday night, remember, it's homecoming. We're at Klosterman Field to host the Paris Tigers. Homecoming next Friday night. Hoping to see you there. Colton Harness up under center here for Salem on 3rd and 6. Going to the deep back, and he is met by quite a crew and might have actually lost a yard. They ran it right at the Hearts, and the Hearts stayed home well that time. Paul Moskal carried, and he was taken down after a gain to the 28, which is no gain as it turns out. So 3rd down now, and let's see what Salem decides to do.
Yeah, I think at this point, given the offensive problems both teams have had, I think you just go ahead and go for it.
It's 4th down. Excuse me, I got to quit looking at the board. It's 4th down. So let's see what the Hearts can do to stop them here. They're at the Effingham 28. Harness drops back into the shotgun. Salem finally decides to call time. So timeout Wildcats. 3:01 to go in the first quarter. It's Effingham nothing, Salem nothing. Friday Night Football here on 97.9 XFM.
Making someone's day a little brighter or making them smile is as easy as a phone call to K&M Floral Shop or visit them online at knmfloralshop.com. K&M is a proud sponsor of Hearts football. Go Hearts!
All right, let's see what happens here. 4th down and 6. Salem with the ball at Effingham's 28-yard line. Colton Harness back to throw on 4th down. It's a wobbler, and it is caught and dropped. It'll be Effingham football on downs. He sent it over here to the near sidelines around the 15-yard line. It was a wobbler. The receiver tried to get there and make something out of that play. That was number 25, Dante Rush. Marcus Robinson was over defensively for Effingham. The pass came up empty, and the Hearts get the football back.
So they've gone Marcus Robinson's way 2 times, and things have worked out the Hearts' favor both times. So Effingham takes over on its own 28-yard line here with 2:56 to go in the first quarter.
The junior Robinson continues to impress. He does a lot right.
I'm a big fan. He's made plays in every game. He's really doing a good job out there.
So as Dustin said, 1st and 10 at the 28. Low snap picked up by Vale, and he gets it out across the 30. That snap kind of dribbled back there, and Vale covered it up, fell forward to the 31-yard line. Turned out to be a 3-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, again, I would imagine the original plan was not for Vale to keep it, but once the snap was low, it was a busted play, and he just had to make something out of nothing. Did manage to make this a little bit more of a manageable down.
We've had 3 different losses of possession, 2 lost fumbles by the Hearts, and an interception by Salem. Still no score, though, with 2:22 to go in the first quarter here at Salem on a rainy Friday night. Man in motion for the Hearts. Low snap. Vale tries to find it. Finally picks it up. Falls forward and lost yardage. And let's see whether he got back to the line of scrimmage, and the answer is no. Ball's back to the 29, a loss of 2, and that'll make it 3rd and 10. So the Hearts are right back where this drive started. And let's see what happens here.
You keep talking about somebody's going to have to win this game, Greg, but someone's going to have to score some points and move the ball a little bit in order to do that. So I haven't seen it yet.
Minute 45 left in the opening quarter, no score. Hearts going back to the shot. Nope, Vale up under center on 3rd and 9. They give it to the deep back, though. There's Logan Howell, and he gets near the 35 before he gets cut down. And that'll bring up 4th down. And as cruddy as the weather is and the field conditions, the Hearts may go for it here. Gets to the 34, a gain of 5. That'll bring up a 4th and 9 or 4th and 4. 4th and 4.
And Zach Miller's out there. Looks like he's going to at least show punt here.
You can short snap it to Vale. Miller carries the football. Let's see what the Hearts decide to do here. Cole Moran to snap. It's a decent snap. There's the kick. It's off the side of the foot, but it'll work. It's inside the 40, and it's near the 30 before it's finally down, and Cody Sennett gets down there and tags it out for the Hearts at the 31-yard line. So it's 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at their 31-yard line from Effingham's 34. 16 and 19 is 35-yard punt. 34-yard punt. They mark it at the 32. So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at their 32. So that was our first legitimate series for either team. Turned out to be a 3 and out, and Salem has it 1st and 10 at their 32-yard line. 51 seconds left in the opening quarter here at Salem. There's no score. Each of these teams looking for their first win of the season. Harness up under center on 1st and 10 here for the Wildcats. Good snap. They give it up the gut, and there's not much there. Hahn, the ball carrier, and the Hearts swarm on him. Nice defense by the Hearts. Salcedo's out there. He gets help along the way from Tyler Johnson. And Hahn advances the football back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. It's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, 5 rushing plays for Salem for a grand total of 5 yards. It's as tough as it's been for the Hearts to move the ball, it's been even tougher for the Wildcats.
Like to see the Hearts respond like that. So Salcedo's here on the line. Scott Dinks on the line defensively for Effingham. They also have, I'm checking because there was a fear that Mr. Boggs might not be available, but I think he is. Trying to check and see. We've got a timeout. That's the end of the first quarter. So Salem didn't get another play away. So we've played one. Been an interesting quarter. After one here at Salem, it's Effingham nothing, Salem nothing. Second quarter on the way in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
Northside Ford in Effingham is proud to be a sponsor of high school sports. Stop by and see all the new and exciting 2013 Fords in stock now at Northside Ford, or visit them online at effinghamford.com.
All right, no score. We're ready to start the second quarter. We're at Jim Finks Field at Salem High School. Effingham and Salem, no score. Neither team has won. They're both 0-4, both 0-1 in the Apollo, so something has to give tonight, and the Hearts are sure hoping that it'll be Salem giving the Hearts their first win. Let's see what happens for Salem. 2nd and 10 at their 32-yard line as we start the second quarter. Harness up under center, gives it to the running back. He gets it up the middle and then some, and he gets a nice gain out across the 40-yard line. Carrying the football that time was number 33 for the Wildcats. That's Aaron Ingalls, and he gets the ball out across the 40 to the 41-yard line. So from the 32 to the 41, a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Ingalls coming into the game just 3 carries for 7 yards this season, so he's already doubled, more than doubled that season average. We'll see if they keep going to him. Could be a coming out party for the young man if he keeps running the ball like that.
So 3rd and 1 for the Wildcats at their 41, no score. Harness up under center. On 3rd and 1, somebody jumped. Let's see if it was Effingham or whether they got drawn offside. There was a lot of movement at the line. And it's offside, and it's on the Hearts, and that'll be enough to give Salem a first down. So from 41 to the 46, a gain of 5, and they needed 1, so a first down on penalties for the Wildcats. No score, but golly, when you haven't won, you really can't be giving that other team this many opportunities as the Hearts have so far tonight.
Outside one play, Effingham's really limited the Wildcats' running game, so to just give away a first down like that may come back to bite you.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at their 46. Harness with a handoff. They run it up the middle again, and the man is up and down he goes for good this time. Good pursuit by the Hearts. The tackle finally made, I think, by Bill Art. Moskal carried the football, and he gets it to the 45. Was there a loss on that play?
Yeah, I believe he probably was swarmed under just shy of the line of scrimmage there. Looks like they were planning on spotting it about 2 yards behind the line.
Now the officials call time.
Getting a dry ball out there.
And one that isn't quite so muddy. They're doing yeoman work. That towel is going to be bizbag time. Spotted right on the 45, so that in turn is a loss of 1. Brings up a 2nd and 11. So Moskal with a 1-yard loss, and it's 2nd and 11 for the Wildcats at their 45. Quarterback Harness is ready. There's the snap, gives it to the deep back. He's coming to the near side. Cannot get a block, but finally Dirk Levitt got over there and knocked him down, but he gets a good gain out of the deal. Paul Moskal brought it to the near side, to the Salem side of the field. We're right here on the Salem side, and it's a gain to the 48 of Salem, or to the 48 of Effingham, pardon me. A 7-yard gallop there for Paul Moskal. That'll bring up a 3rd and along about 4.
That tackle by Levitt, the difference between 3rd down and 1st down on this play right here, probably maybe another 10 or 15 yards down the field with the head of steam that Moskal had built up.
So Salem with the ball at the Hearts 48. Big 3rd down play here. 4 to go. Harness up under center. They give it to the up back, and he gets loose, and I think he got the first down. Nice work of breaking loose there as it's taken up field and across for first down. Aaron Ingalls again, and he advances the football to the Hearts 46. So from the 48 to the 42, a gain of 6, and it's a 1st and 10 for the Wildcats, and they're starting to get their act together.
Yeah, they've got a little something going. They've been able to break off a couple decent gains here, move the chains a couple times, and get into Effingham territory.
Still no score, 9-10 to go in the second quarter. Harness sends a man in motion. There's the snap as somebody else, I think, went in motion. I think Salem's going to get burned by the same thing that burned the Hearts earlier. I think he had too many people in motion. See if this is a procedure penalty. They're talking it over.
The Salem huddle seems resigned to moving back 5 yards, and it is indeed a 5-yard penalty against the Wildcats.
So a procedure penalty, and that'll move it back 5 and add 5 to the tote for Salem, needing a first down back to the 47. So from the 42 of the Hearts back to the 47, and it's 1st and 15 now.
First penalty against the home team tonight compared to 4 for the Hearts.
9 minutes to go in the second quarter. No score, Salem and Effingham. Again, next week we're back home, and it's appropriate because it's homecoming. Paris at Effingham next Friday night. We hope to see you there for all the pageantry and hopefully a really good football game. Harness up under center, 1st and 15 for the Wildcats. Looking to throw, fell down with it, and his knee's down. There, they finally blew the whistle, and he fell down back in Salem territory. It's a really muddy track tonight. We had a lot of rain here right before the game, and then just as the game began, we had another round of rain. It appears that it's over, but it was enough to mess things up here. Boy, the middle of the field, Dustin's already pretty chewed up.
Yeah, it looks pretty nasty out there. Remember, they've only played 1 home game so far. Now, I'm sure there's been some lower-level games as well, but this is not a track that's seen a ton of action, and it's already looking pretty messy out there.
Loss of 5 for Harness from Effingham's 47 back to Salem's 48. That'll bring up 3rd and 20. So after that penalty, a loss there as Harness slipped and his knee went down. So 3rd and 20 back in their own territory. They fake the pass. They give it up the middle. Nice decoy, but the Hearts do snuff it out eventually, and it's going to bring up 4th down. A decent game, but he wasn't going to go too far. That's Matt Hahn. Hahn advances the football to the Effingham 46. So a gain of 6. That'll bring up a fourth.
That's going to be third.
That'll bring up a 3rd and 13. So a 3rd and 13 as the ball's advanced 6 yards from Salem's 48 to the Hearts' 46-yard line. So a 6-yard gain brings up 3rd and 13 or 14. And harness up under center here for the Wildcats. Looking to throw. Coming to the near side. It is dropped, and that'll bring up 4th down. In fact, good work back there for the Hearts. It looked like 21 was the intended receiver, and 21 broke it up. Travis Durbin, nice job of knocking that one away for the Hearts. Incomplete pass will stop the clock with 6:55 to go in the second quarter. That'll bring up 4th and 13 with the football just shy of Effingham's 45-yard line. So they're going to go for it. No, it looks like they're going to punt. Wow. In Hearts territory, they're going to punt it away. Try and bury the Hearts. And the ball hits at about the 17-yard line. So that's where the punt will end up. So the line of scrimmage was Effingham's 44. It goes out of bounds at Effingham's 17, a 27-yard punt. And the Hearts will get it 1st and 10 at their 17-yard line. So after Salem had a bit of momentum, Hearts defense regrouped, Dustin.
Yeah, kind of stepped back up and pulled back on the reins a little bit and said, hey, we need to stop this right here, and they did just that. But deep in their own territory, we're going to see if they can string a drive together here. It hasn't really happened so far. Hearts
just need to quit shooting themselves in the collective foot. Hang on to the football, avoid some penalties, and I think good things will happen. Vale up under center on 1st and 10. This is an untried piece of field here, so let's see. They give it to Howell, and Logan dives and drives out across the 20-yard line, so a decent gain on 1st down. They'll score it at the 22-yard line, a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd and 5.
Logan's had a pretty nice night so far. That's his 5th carry. He's up to 42 yards. Of course, 22 of those came on his first try, but some pretty good chunks of yardage in his other attempts as well.
No score here at Salem between Effingham and Salem. Up under center, Vale, and he gives the ball away, and the Hearts keep headed up the field, and now headed back down the field is Logan Howell. And let's see where they spot his initial progress at the 25. Gain of 3 from the 22 to the 25, and that'll be 3rd and about 3. So 3rd and 3 for the Hearts at their 25-yard line. 5:50 to go in a busy first half of football, but no points yet. Vale checks the Hearts sideline. Talks to his backfield mate, Logan Howell. And let's see what happens from the shotgun. Vale's going to get him a block. Nobody could, and down he goes. He might have got back to the line of scrimmage. We'll see where they sort it out here. But Salem, nice penetration that time.
Yeah, there just wasn't a hole there for Vale to find. I mean, not even for an instant was there a shot for him to get through there. Just running game getting swallowed up sometimes.
So Vale, the quarterback, kept, and he gets it back to the 25, so no gain, and that'll bring up 4th and 3. And the Hearts will obviously have to kick it away in that they're still inside the 25-yard line.
Got to get it downfield here. You got to reverse this field a little bit. Try to get it on the other side of the 50.
Muddy track here tonight at Salem. Just had gallons of water right before the game. And so far during the game, we're in pretty good shape, and if I can squint and check the western sky, I think we're done weather-wise as far as any rain. But it sure has made it an interesting track for the players. See what happens.
It's a great equalizer, Greg, when you get this muddy track. It really makes both teams a little more equal.
See what Zach Miller can do about getting this ball away. Good snap that time. Takes his time. Kicks it dead down the center. It's taken on the fly by Salem, though. And that young man has a head of steam built up, and he gets it inside the Hearts 40 before they get it, run him out of bounds. Dante Rush, the return man on that punt, he took it, what do you suppose, about their 45-yard line?
Yeah, it was at the 45 where he caught it, and he brought that thing all the way on the other side of the 40, so about a 16-yard return.
They ran him out of bounds at Effingham's 39-yard line. So yes, about a 16-yard return. The tackle there goes to the Hearts' Carter Hayes. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at the Hearts' 39-yard line. So Salem doesn't like being unwon either. And now they have great field position again. New set of downs and 4:49 to go before halftime. Harness up under center, gives it to the deep back, and he gets maybe back past the line of scrimmage a little.
27, Chris Woods.
Salcedo on the stop, as that time it was number 27, Chris Woods, the carrier for the Wildcats, and no gain. 2nd and 10, ball still at the 39-yard line. There is one game in the Apollo tomorrow, and that's the battle between Mount Zion and Paris. That's going to be played tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock at Mount Zion. Harness, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, comes to the near side, gets rid of it, a wobbler, and it falls incomplete as one of the Hearts defenders does a belly flop into a big pond of water just off the field. Dirk Levitt will not have to take a shower. He has now just done the Rick Dempsey slide over here on the out-of-bounds area.
I'm pretty sure I'd still take a shower if I were him.
Ball falls short. Harness's passes have had a distinctive wobble to them, and that one came up short. Levitt playing defense on the intended receiver, went sliding out of bounds. So the incomplete pass stops the clock with 4:02 to go in this second quarter, and it's 3rd and 10 for Salem at the Hearts' 39-yard line.
Flying right along here, Greg. 7:36, and we've got 4 minutes to go in the half.
And I think I know what's going on here. Salem wants time. 4:02 to go, second quarter. Salem with a 3rd and 10 in Hearts territory, so they want to talk it over. So timeout called by Wildcats coach Kevin Green. 4:02 to go, second quarter. It's Effingham nothing, Salem nothing. Back in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
Northside Ford in Effingham is proud to be a sponsor of high school sports. Stop by and see all the new and exciting 2013 Fords in stock now at Northside Ford, or visit them online at effinghamford.com.
Paris goes for it on. Marcus Robinson almost had a pick, but it isn't Marcus Robinson, pardon me. That's in Mr. Andy Salcedo who had a shot at that, and he went up for it, and it was in and out, and then down. Bottom line is he broke up the pass.
I think he had such a good opportunity to pick that one off that might have caught him off guard. Hit him in the chest, but he was leaping for it. Effingham will settle for the turnover on downs at its own 39-yard line.
So it's 4th down.
Oh, okay.
That was a 3rd down pass that came up empty. So 4th down, they are going to punt. And he hits it high and deep, and the ball falls at the 1. They're going to signal a touchback, though.
Yeah,
going to signal a touchback.
Went through the end zone. My apologies for getting that last play wrong there. But, yeah, that one bounced at the 1. Had enough to get through get over the goal line before it went out of bounds, and so Effingham will bring it out to its 20.
So a touchback, and Effingham has it 1st and 20. So once again, the Hearts have seen Salem get the football in great field position, and thankfully they've not been able to execute. So Effingham with one more chance to draw first blood in this football game with 3:52 to go in the second quarter. So Effingham and Salem, no score at Salem. And let's see what the Hearts can do here on a 1st and 10 from their own 20. They'll up under center on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fell down. And down he goes. I guess his knee didn't touch down. But then Salem came after him, and down he went for a considerable loss. From the 20, they'll spot it back at the 17, a loss of 3, and so it's 2nd and 13.
Yeah, I think Nathan, he's going back to pass there and just lost his footing, and that's going to be an issue all night tonight.
It is really slick. We even talked about it on the stands here, these metal stands. You just have to be careful It doesn't take a lot of water. That sounds like I'm talking about hydroplaning. Doesn't take a lot of water to really do some damage. So, 2nd and 13 back to the 17. Caden Vaughn in motion. Caden's going to the far side, turning up. He got a good head of steam going, and he gets run out near the 20-yard line. So, a pretty good gain, maybe even the 25 by the time we sort this all out. He got out across the 20 to the 23-yard line, a gain of 6. So we lost 3, got 6 back, so that'll bring up a 3rd and 7 as the ball is advanced to the 23-yard line. 2.5 to go before halftime. Still no score in this game. Vale up under center. Looking to throw. Lost the football. Now he's trying to get loose. Actually, he didn't lose the football. It looked like he did. He faked that he did, or some sort of daring do there. Tried to go back to the Effingham side of the field, and he got taken down. And the ball ends up at the 20. A 3-yard loss. So that'll bring up 4th down and a whole bunch.
Yep, Zach Miller back there again. He's going to have to punt and get off another good one here. Try not to give Salem too short of a field with still 2:15 to go in the first half. You know, enough time to put together a scoring drive if you give them too short of a field.
Holy cow, this series took like 40 seconds for the Hearts. 40 seconds. Salem's going to get the ball back here with about 2 minutes to go. Miller back to punt. Here they come. The ball is loose. Miller has to field it. He's got some room over on the sidelines. Gets it out across the 20 near the 25-yard line. But that's going to be the story. And once again, Dustin, Salem's going to find themselves first down in wonderful field position.
Just what we talked about not wanting to see. I mean, it's a 24-yard field now with 2 minutes left to play here. That's plenty of time to put something together.
All right, from the 20 to the 24, a gain of 4 on the run play by Miller. Salem gets the ball on down, so it's 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at Effingham's 24-yard line. There's still no score. And, well, the Hearts just have not had any success offensively with just a couple of rare exceptions. So let's see what Salem does this time. 1st and 10 at the Hearts 24. Harness the snap, looking to throw, comes to the near side. Got a man, the Hearts pick it. Intercepted by Marcus Robinson, his 2nd interception of the night. And there was nothing the Salem receiver could do. Robinson got a step in front of the intended receiver, Dante Rush, and a pick. And the pick's back at the 5, but who cares because the Hearts have the football.
A little surprised to see Salem throwing the ball in that situation. I know they haven't had a lot of luck running so far tonight, but seems awfully risky when you have a chance to put points on the board and on a night where there just might not be many points to put on the board. Instead, they turn it over. Marcus Robinson's 2nd interception of the evening, and now Effingham just needs to hold on to the ball and try to, at the very worst, run out this half with the scoreless tie intact.
Minute 47 to go in the 2nd quarter. Still no score in this game, as Dustin said. At halftime, we'll have a whole host of informational items for you. Our halftime show brought your way by Compass Advisory Group.
Well, now, wait a minute.
There was a penalty on the play. There was a penalty on the play. So remember that interception I just told you about? Forget that. There was a penalty on that play. And the penalty's against the Hearts, so Salem will gladly accept it. So forget that interception I just told you about, a personal foul on the Hearts. How many times have we talked about that this season? Ball at the 11. 15-yard penalty. They have it at the 11-yard line of the Hearts, and they've got a man loose, and he gets near the 5 before they take him down. Ball carrier Paul Mostel. And he gets a gain to the 5. So from the 11 to the 5, a gain of 6. Yeah, the Hearts got the pick, but somebody else got the personal. And as a result, Salem retained possession, a gain of 6 from Moskel Dustin to the 5-yard line. So they can get a first down right around the 1-yard line. Minute 8 to go now before halftime. This has been crazy. Many exchanges of possession. All right, harness up under center for Salem. They're at the Hearts 5-yard line. They give it up the gut. They're driving and diving, and the Hearts send them back one more time. Went to the left side of center. The right side of that Hearts defensive line holds. And it was Matt Hahn that carried that time. And a gain to the 3-yard line. Gain of 2. Gain of 2 to the 3-yard line. So they still need about a yard for a first down and a couple of yards for a score, and we're down to 22 seconds.
I was going to say, time's running out on Salem. They may only get this one play.
It's okay with the Hearts. 15 seconds to go. Harness with the ball at the 2, with the 3. It's at the 3-yard line. They give it up the gut, and do the Hearts stuff it again? Yes, they did not get the touchdown. So now with 4 seconds left, Salem gets the clock stopped. They get the first down, and now Salem's going to call time.
Did they?
And they pointed it Salem's way. Then they pointed Effingham's way.
Well, I hope it was Salem that called that timeout.
So it is at the 1-yard line. So 2 more yards, Dustin. Ball's at the 1. So a first down. They got the first down, and they have 1 yard to go. So Salem called time. And was that their last time out?
Yes.
All right. So see, they did wisely use it, although I might have lined up and thrown an incompletion or something to stop it earlier and give me a little more time to kill, a little time to work with, but is what it is, right?
Well, the ball was snapped with like 11 seconds to go, so I'm kind of surprised that there's this much time left on the clock. Either way, they were going to have enough time to get one more play off. This is it. If Effingham come up with a stop, we'll go into the halftime scoreless.
1 yard line, gang. 4 seconds left before halftime and a scoreless tie. Let's see what happens. Salem knocking on the door. Harness up under center. Takes his time. There's the snap. They give it to the deep back.
They
stop it. And we're going to go to the locker room. Tied. No score. Boy, the Hearts must have smelled that one out. Matt Hahn was the ball carrier, and the Hearts were waiting. Holy cow. So they spotted at the 4 yard line is what I'm saying. So a 3 yard loss to the 4. I think I made that arbitrary ruling there. And that brings us to halftime. Holy cow. So Salem ran it down to 4 seconds left. They had the ball at the 1. They handed it off to Hahn, but they handed it off to the deep back. That gave the Hearts defense plenty of time to react, and they stuffed it. So it's no score at halftime. And on the way in a minute, the Compass Advisory Group halftime show. At the half at Salem, it's Effingham nothing, Salem nothing. Back with more in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
Got aches and pains from those football games? Stop by Andy's Health Mart Pharmacy and see what we can do for you. Ask one of our pharmacists about the products that can get you back into game shape. Locally owned and conveniently located at 805 West Fayette. Andy's Health Mart Pharmacy, caring for you and about you.
All right, we are ready for the second half here in a minute. Just a reminder again, next Friday night, we're home to Paris. It's homecoming at EHS next Friday night. Then we head to Mattoon. First time the Hearts will have played Mattoon in football that I can remember. They might have played back in the day when the Effingham was in that, even before the Mid-State Conference. There was another conference way back in the 50s that Effingham was a part of, and they might have played Mattoon back then. But certainly the first time as Mattoon as a member of the Apollo Conference, so that's coming up week after next. So homecoming with Paris this next Friday night, then we go to Mattoon, and then the last 2 regular season games are home games, the Mount Zion Braves, and again, that's going to be Real Men Wear Pink Night again this year. And then they'll wrap up the regular season playing host to Mahomet Seymour.
And let's just hope that Effingham has put itself in a position where those last 2 home games are going to be meaningful ones. I mean, nothing's over yet. You know, you're going to have to win out. But you look down the schedule, there's no reason why the Hearts can't put themselves in that position. It all starts here with the second half against Salem. You got to take care of the first step first. Effingham's going to have to kick off to start the second half. The first time that the Hearts have kicked off all night long.
I'm guessing that the Hearts players did not have any trouble hearing at halftime what the coach had to share. Let's see what happens. It's still anybody's ball game. Nothing. This is how we started this game. Let's see what happens here as Dustin Levitt's ready to put in the air for Effingham to start this second half. Hearts and Salem, both unwon this year. Somebody sure wants to play a great second half of football. There's the kick. It's coming hard to the near side of the field, taken at about the 12-yard line by Salem. They're coming to the near side. A couple of tackles missed, but one finally made. Good work by Caden Vaughn on special teams there, made the tackle for Effingham. As Dante Rush, the return man, fielded it on about the 12. He returns the football out across the 25-yard line to the 27-yard line. So about a 15-yard return. 1st and 10 for Salem at their 27-yard line. Man, you just got to figure whoever gets the ball first has a decided advantage. So let's see if Salem turns it over, and then the Hearts will have it first. Sort of. See what happens here. They're still working with a sophomore quarterback, so let's see what happens with young Mr. Harness as he's up under center here, 1st and 10. They give it to the back, and man, the Hearts are waiting. Nice job, great individual effort there by Andy Salcedo. He's back there with who did get back in there for the Hearts to make that stop? Peyton Bushu, who I know's brother's listening. Peyton Bushu got in there and made that tackle for a loss. And I was so excited about the tackle. Who carried the football?
Yeah, Paul Moskell took the ball for that loss of 3. So Salem backed up to the 22. 2nd and 13 coming up.
20, let's call it the 23. I hate to mess up your stats. 27 of the 23, a loss of 4. So it's 2nd and 14, and the Hearts are coming again. They like some of that. Again, Harness up under center, faking the throw. Instead, it goes up the middle, and there, that time is Dustin Levitt waiting on the stop. So the Hearts are doing a nice job of penetrating. Moskell carried that time, and the ball carried for the Wildcats to their 24-yard line, a gain of 1. So it's 3rd and 13. Ball still at Salem's 24-yard line. So Peyton Bushu got a start tonight, and a nice tackle to get things started. And then Dustin Levitt, a nice stop, and it's 3rd and 13.
It's kind of work from that defensive line on these first 2 plays that you saw at the end of the first half to keep Salem out of the end zone. Now they're trying to force Salem on 3 and out here early on.
Ball's at the 24-yard line on 3rd and 13. Here's the handoff up the gut. That's Hahn, and there's not much there, and the Hearts have held. So Hahn carries the football and advances the football to the 20. See my side judge, 28. From the 24 to the 28, a gain of 4. That'll bring up 4th and a whole bunch. About 10 yards still for a first down, so they're going to kick it away. So, boy, if you had to have them get the ball first to start the second half, that's exactly what you were hoping for, 3 and out. There's the snap. Hahn's their punter. It's off the side of the foot and goes out of bounds about the 45 of Salem, and the Hearts are going to have great field position, their first possession of the second half.
Yeah, I think Hahn might have got that one off the side of the foot just a little bit. Didn't have a whole lot on it, and trajectory right towards the sideline. Doesn't even get on the other side of midfield and gives Effingham a nice field position to get things started. Line of scrimmage was the 28, the punt to the 45, a 17-yard punt. And the Hearts with their, I think, best field position of the night. I would imagine, as far as starting field position, that has to be. And Hahn had a couple real nice punts there in the first half, and that did not quite match them. So a 3 and out, that's exactly what the doctor ordered for the Hearts defense. And let's see what the Hearts offense can do to respond now. 1st and 10 at Salem's 45-yard line to start this drive. Vale up under center. Vaughn behind him in the backfield. Got a man in motion. That's Howell. Vale rolls, then turns it up. There's a flag, of course, because Vale with a nice run gets near a first down, but a flag in the Hearts backfield, and I know what this means. Yeah, they faked a double reverse, and Vale ended up keeping it himself, but the holding penalty is going to bring it all back, and that's going to be 10 yards from the spot. We'll see where it was exactly. Flag's thrown at the 48. So that would be 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and that's where they're going to mark it off from the line of scrimmage. Now, nope, they're going to mark it off from the flag. So it's a 3-yard loss on the play for Vale, and then 10 yards on the hold. It's going to come all the way back to the Hearts' 43-yard line. Wow. So a 3-yard loss, and then a 10-yard walk-off for the hold, and the Hearts all of a sudden are back to their 43, and it's 1st and 23. Well, that's
That's a little disappointing.
It's kind of a buzzkill off of that great field position to start. Now back on the other side of the midfield.
So Nathan Bale hitches up his britches and heads back under center here on first and a whole bunch. They give the handoff here to Zach Miller, or is it Howell? He slides out of bounds, and I'll let you know in a minute. It's Logan Howell, and he gets the football back into Salem territory. They ran him out of bounds into Wildcat territory, and they'll score it at the 47 of Salem. So from Effingham's 43 to Salem's 47, a 10-yard gallop there for Logan Howell. It'll be second down, but still about 12 to 13 yards for a first down. But positive yardage, that's the name of the game there. And let's see what happens here on second and a bunch. Miller in motion to give it to the up back. That's Vaughn, and Caden still driving those legs. He's still loose. He's still making something out of that play. What an effort by Caden Vaughn. The senior running back just wouldn't go down, and he eventually gets it back to close to the original line of scrimmage. What a heck of an effort by Caden Vaughn, Dustin.
Yeah, that's what Caden does. You know, he is not going to go down on initial contact. He is going to push through and get a couple extra yards on every carry. He could have easily gone down for a loss there. Instead,
got 2 yards.
Yeah, got a couple yards out of the deal.
So third and 10, gain to the Salem 45. Just trying to get something going here. Bale under center. Looking to throw, puts it up to nobody. I'm not sure who was supposed to be there, but nobody was. As Drew Levitt had headed well downfield, Vale threw it out in the flats, and it came up empty, so that'll bring up fourth down.
I don't know if that was a question of Nathan just trying to get rid of the football because there was nothing there, or if it was a miscommunication between him and the receiver. Either way, Effingham going to have to punt the ball away.
Bottom line is that they have it 4th and 10. At Salem's 45, I wouldn't bet the farm on the Hearts kicking here. Let's see. It's 4th and 10, but they're in Salem territory. Miller has a chance to really pin Salem's position deep, though. A high snap, but he gets it away, and it's a pretty good kick. Hits at about the 15 and will be tagged out by the Hearts at about the 13-yard line. So a good effort by Zach Miller. Anytime you can get them pinned back within their 15-yard line, you've done well. So from the 45 to the 13, a 32-yard punt. So good work by Miller. And 1st and 10 for Salem at their 13-yard line.
Yeah, Miller with punts of 32, 31, and 32 tonight. He's been consistent when he's been able to get the kick off, and he's done a good job of reversing the field a little bit.
It's not always a case of how deep you kick it, but where you can place it often. And so Salem has a long way to go. 1st and 10 at their 13-yard line. 8:37 to go, third quarter. Still no score in this football game. Harness up under center, gives the handoff, and a decent gain on first down out across the 15 near the 30-yard line. Ball carrier that time was number 27, Chris Woods. He's back in there again. He carried that last series across the 15-yard line to the 17-yard line. Gain of 4, and it's 2nd and 6. So 2nd and 6 at the 17-yard line.
Woods, another young member of the backfield for the Wildcats. He's a sophomore.
Harness stays up under center here on 2nd down. They give it to the man up the middle, and the man keeps driving and diving, but the Hearts do eventually take him down shy of a first down. And Dustin Levitt trying to take up some space. Matt Hahn, big kid for Salem. Those two get together. It's an epic battle to the 22, a gain of 5, Dustin, to the 22-yard line, and that'll be 3rd and about 1, actually less than a yard. Harness sneaked over here to the sidelines to get some wisdom from Coach Green. So let's see what happens here on 3rd and a little less than a yard. Salem at their own 22-yard line, and the wind picks up again. That's not good news. Harness under center. Man from the far left side comes clear across the field, and then they hand it off, and they drive, and I don't know whether he made it or not. We'll know in a minute.
If he did, it wasn't by much. That was Chris Woods taking another carry.
Might have lost yardage, actually.
Yeah, I think he did.
And they run it back to the 22-yard line. So at best, no gain. That'll bring up 4th down, and still about a yard to go. So they'll kick because they're deep in their territory. 6:45 to go third quarter. Still no score in this game between Effingham and Salem at Salem. So Hahn back to punt. This could be big. There's the snap. There's the punt. Off the side of his foot again. And the Hearts are again going to have good field position as it again goes out at about Salem's 45-yard line. So from the 22 to the 45, a 23-yard punt. And once again, the Hearts have great field position if they can do something with it. 6.5 to go in the third quarter. Next week again, we're home to Paris. It's homecoming at EHS. 7 o'clock kickoff. We'll have it for you here on 97.9 XFM and 97.9XFM.com. A reminder that while we're here in the booth, Wayne's upstairs battling the elements, as he always does, and always appreciates it when I remind people of that. And he'll have this online a little later this weekend. From the 45 of Salem, Effingham 1st and 10. Vail to throw. He's got a man there, and he just overthrew him incomplete. Caden Vaughn was streaking down the middle of the field, and boy, he was gone if he could have caught up to that. But the pass led him just a little long. Stops the clock with 6:25 to go in the third quarter. Brings up a 2nd and 10. That's a pretty pass.
Yeah, I mean, everything was set up pretty nicely there. They just couldn't quite come up with the execution. Good idea, though.
It's going to take something like that. You know what? It's going to take a play like that to do something to liven this thing up.
Right.
Let's see what happens here on 2nd and 10. I might go right back to it.
I've heard worse ideas.
Let's see what happens here on 2nd and 10. Thank you for being diplomatic. Here we go, 2nd and 10. Miller in motion. Vail looking to throw. Nope, going to run this time. Good gain. There is a flag here on the near side. Somebody grabbed his towel, but he's intact, and he gets it inside the 40. Now let's see who the flag's on.
It's a good gain if it stands, but
thrown here to the near side of the field, so let's see what this is about. That's not necessarily against the Hearts. Couple of the officials talking it over. Flag's thrown at the 44. And it's on the Hearts. The Hearts are able to engineer a nice running play. It's coming back. Nathan Vail a little upset. Again, the flag was thrown at the 44, so there was a 1-yard gain for Vail. Where are we going to mark it off? Well, fellas, what are we doing here? Okay, so it is from the line of scrimmage. 5-yard walk-off to midfield. All right, so the flag was thrown at the 44, marked off from line of scrimmage. So a 5-yard walk-off, and that'll make it 3rd and 15. 2nd and 15. I got to quit looking at the scoreboard. 2nd and 15. Ball's at midfield. No score here at Salem. Into the third quarter. Zach Miller in motion. Vail looking to throw. He's got it deep. There's Drew Levitt. He cannot get it. The ball thrown out of bounds. And that'll bring up 3rd down. Well, he didn't leave it short, but it ended up out of bounds.
Yeah, sailed to throw a little bit. To be fair to Vail, he had a defender bearing down on him. If he holds on to that ball for one more beat, all he's going to do is get sacked for an additional loss. So he had to get rid of it. It's hard to get an accurate throw when you're kind of fading away, trying not to take a hit. But now at 3rd and 15, here's a time where you might see them go right back to the throw because they've gotten a couple of good looks for receivers. If they can just get the protection to hold up, they might get something working. 3rd and 15. Miller in motion. There's a whistle in the Hearts backfield. Procedure penalty on the Hearts. So that'll make it 3rd and 20. And push the ball back to Effingham's 45-yard line. 3rd penalty of the half and 8th of the game for the Hearts.
How many penalties on the Wildcats tonight?
Yep.
All right. And now we've got... Okay. Now we're good to go. 5:33 to go in the third quarter. And the ball back to Effingham's 45-yard line. So let's see what we do here on 3rd and 20. What's our 3rd and 20 play, Nathan Vail? There's the snap. has some time, throws across the middle, and it is caught and dropped. Good attention to detail there. Zach Blumker went up for it, just couldn't gather it in. The ball falls incomplete. He went a long way, about as vertical as he can get, I think. Just came up empty.
A little behind him, had to reach up with one hand to try and haul that one in, and just could not quite do it.
Okay, so now it's 4th and 20. You're still at your own 45-yard line. So let's see what the Hearts do here. It looks like Miller's going to punt it away. So Zach Miller, who's been one of the running backs, now looks to kick the ball away here for Effingham. Gets a good punt straight up in the air, but decent distance, and it lands inside Salem's 30 at the 20. They're going to call it right at the 30. So from Effingham's 45 to Salem's 30, a 25-yard punt. And that's where the Wildcats will start this series. So 1st and 10 for Salem at their 30-yard line. Still no score. Effingham nothing, Salem nothing. Both teams 0-4. Both teams 0-1 in the conference. Both teams 0-0 on the scoreboard. Whoever scores, it's going to be memorable. And it may come down to one score that's going to decide this game. 5:13 to go in the third quarter. Colton Harness, the sophomore quarterback for Salem, back out up under center, sends a man in motion across the field. They haven't thrown to him yet, but he sure has got his running work in. They run it up the gut, and man, do they hit a lick. Hahn had the football, the ball carrier for Salem, and he has hit a lick by Travis Durbin. Nice stop by Durbin. And they give him 1 yard to the 31. So 1 yard gain for Hahn, and that'll make it 2nd and 9. 4:44 to go in the third quarter. Still no score. Salem's had it as close as Effingham's won, but nobody's gotten it across the goal line yet. See what happens here. 2nd and 9 for the Wildcats at their 31-yard line. Harness up under center, looking to throw, coming to the near side. It is caught as the receiver did a good job of just sliding under that football, and he catches it at the 35. Pass is caught by Evan Maxey. He was one of the kids we thought we'd hear about on offense tonight. It's a 4-yard completion to the 35, but that's our first pass completion of the game.
That's absolutely correct, Greg. 1 for 6 now for Harness, and Nathan Bale 0 for 2 on the other side.
So that brings up a 3rd and 5 for the Wildcats at their 35-yard line. They need to get to the 40 for a first. Nothing in this football game. 3:40 to go, third quarter. Colton Harness up under center. Takes his time. There's the snap. They give it to the back. He gets it up across the 35 and near the 40, but not a first down, as the ball was carried by Aaron Ingalls. And Ingalls gets the ball to the 39-yard line. From the 34 to the 39, a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 4th down and about 1. So 4th and 1 for Salem at their 39-yard line. Let's see if the Hearts can get a stuff. They've been pretty successful here. Harness drops back to the shotgun here on 4th and short. They're going to punt. They're not going to go for it. They punted it away. Hahn punts it. It's a high, deep kick. It is taken by the Hearts. That's Dirk Levitt, and he returns the ball out across the 35-yard line. Dirk was battling in the wind, man. You could tell, too. I think that may be the first punt he's returned this season.
That sounds right, because you just don't see a lot of punt returns for one thing, and I would go along with that.
And he was really battling the wind, did a good job, stayed with that, and returned it out across the 35 to the 37-yard line. So once again, the Hearts, not bad field position to start a drive, so they got the 3 and out from Salem, and let's see what the Hearts can do. No score in this game, 2:48 to go in the third quarter. We haven't had a score on that Charleston-Mattoon game because it got delayed by lightning. They're going to start it at 9 o'clock. Here's the handoff for the Hearts. Coming to the near side, Logan Howell, yet another flag as he gets it out across the 45 near first down territory. The Hearts are getting penalized almost every time they run a running play. So I don't know who's doing what, but that's a hold on the Hearts. That's not too much of an exaggeration, is it? That in the last quarter or so, almost every running play has been called back?
That's pretty much what I've seen. It's just a struggle. They're kind of battling against Salem and battling against themselves out there. That's 9 penalties in the game, 4 of them here in the third quarter.
Ball's brought back to the 23-yard line. So a 4-yard loss on the play to the 33, and then a 10-yard walk-off. And it's 1st and 10 for the Hearts at their 23-yard line. Man, this has been tough. Still, let's see what happens. Going to go up under center here. No, he's going to be in the, yes, he is up. Nope, going to the shotgun. And they give it to Miller. Zach Miller stretching it out to the far side. Spins. Nice move. Got it out near the 30-yard line by the time they finally took him down.
32, Jim Beasley.
He was headed to the far sideline, spun it back, got to the middle of the field, and turned into a decent gain to the 28. So from the 23 to the 28, a gain of 5. And the Hearts still have a load of ground to make up, but it's 2nd and 20, and that's better than 1st and 25. 2:11 to go in this third quarter of a scoreless game between the Hearts and Salem. Both teams looking for their first win of the year. They'll check in the sidelines, checking the plays, checking off. There's the snap, looking to throw. Come on, buddy. It's across the middle, and it is over the head of Caden Vaughn, incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 1:51 to go in this third quarter, and that'll bring up a 4th and 20. A 3rd and 20. 20. Or are they going to bring up 4th down?
That's third, isn't it?
As I check the sideline.
Yeah, it's 3rd and 20.
It's 3rd and 20. Just been a little difficult tonight. That's all I'm going to say. 3rd and 20. On the incomplete pass, and let's see what the Hearts can do here.
On that play, Caden Vaughn was running free down the middle of the field. If they hook up on that pass, he's got a lot of room to run.
My guess is he informed them of that on his way back to the huddle, and now we've got a whistle. Timeout Salem. They're thinking they might end up with really good field position here, I guess. So they call time with 1:51 to go in the third quarter. It's Effingham nothing, Salem nothing. Back in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
Got aches and pains from those football games? Stop by Andy's Health Mart Pharmacy and see what we can do for you. Ask one of our pharmacists about the products that can get you back into game shape. Locally owned and conveniently located at 805 West Fayette. Andy's Health Mart Pharmacy, caring for you and about you.
Go, Hearts, go! Go, Hearts, go! Go, Hearts, go!
All right, Salem called time. So let's see what's up here. 1:51 to go, third quarter. It's 3rd and 20 at the 28. Let's see what the Hearts call here. Low snap. Dale picks it up. Here comes Salem. Down he goes. Ball's loose, but he was down on contact. The ball came loose after Nathan went down. Boy, low snap. It kind of scooted along the ground. Vale thought he had time to pick it up. But by the time he did pick it up, he was going down himself. Scott Helm with the stop for Salem. The ball came loose, but he was down on contact. And the ball is back to the 19-yard line. So from the 28 to the 19, another 9-yard loss. It's 4th and a whole bunch. And Zach Miller, really important punt here. Good snap. Takes his time. Miller got it away. Good kick. It's out near midfield. In fact, goes into Salem territory. So nice job by Zach Miller. That saves Effingham's collective bacon. Salem will start this drive in their territory after a nice punt from the Hearts 19 to Salem's 48-yard line. So 31 and 33-yard punt. And boy, that was just what the doctor ordered to get that ball away from the Hearts end zone. So with 59 seconds left in the third quarter, Salem has it 1st and 10. They're near midfield. Homecoming next Friday night. Looking forward to seeing you. Looking for great weather and beautiful sky and a lot of fun, lots of points. Hearts get a big win, so see you Friday night. Harness going to throw. It's caught out here by Hahn. There's a block in the back, but nobody called it. And the ball finally advanced to the 30 before Cody Sennett makes the tackle, and Salem a big first down. Nice little pass out there in the flats, nothing fancy. Caught by Hahn to the 29 of Effingham. So from their 48 to the Hearts 29, a gain of 23 yards. 23-yard completion from Colton Harness, the big Matt Hahn. And the new set of downs for the Wildcats at Effingham's 29-yard line.
That's the first down for either team in the second half.
Harness up under center. There's the snap. Hahn's going to carry. Runs it up the middle. Inside the 25, near the 20 before they bring him down. He's close to another first down. He's been big all night, but he's big and kind of pumped now, and that's not a good combination for the Hearts.
Yeah, 6'2", 245-pound senior. Hahn is definitely the biggest kid on the team and the biggest runner they've got. Biggest runner on the team anyway, and he showed it right there, barreling forward for a 9-yard gain.
And it's muscle, and that's all Salem's going to do in the third quarter. They let the clock elapse. The gain, by the way, was to the 21, Dustin, a gain of 8 for Hahn there to the 21-yard line. So a gain of 8, and that'll be second and a long 1, short 2. That's the end of the third quarter. Back with a fourth and a minute. After 3, Effingham nothing, Salem nothing. You're on 97.9 XFM.
When it comes to vehicles that get over 30 miles per gallon, we have a lineup the competition just can't touch. At Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham. Shop 24/7 online at danheck.com. Go Hearts.
And here we go to the fourth quarter here at Salem. It's Effingham nothing, Salem nothing. Salem with the ball, second and a long 1 at Effingham's 21-yard line. Colton Harness underneath. Gives the ball up the middle, and it's stuffed. If anything, they might have lost a yard. Nice work. They gave it straight up the gut, and Bill Arndt, among others, in there. Matt Hahn carried the football at the 20 is where the spot of the football is going to be. So that'll bring up maybe a yard to go or so for the first down. As Salem with the ball at the Hearts 20-yard line. So third down and a long one now instead of a short one. We're just into the fourth quarter in a scoreless tie. Colton Harness up under center on third and a long 1. There's the snap. Gives it to the deep back. He's got the first down and then some. To near the 18-yard line. Nice carry by Aaron Ingalls. He's been a busy lad for Salem. And he gets the first down to the 17-yard line. Gain of 3. And that's enough for a Salem first down. So they have some momentum, and the quarter break didn't dampen their enthusiasm.
This is obviously as big a moment as there's been in the game for Effingham since that goal line stand in the second quarter. They need to come up with a stop right here and right now.
First and 10 at Effingham's 17-yard line. Hahn's got the ball. He's got a head of steam up. He's inside the 15. Pretty good gain on first down. Peeling himself off the turf. Hahn gets the ball to the 14-yard line. From the 17 to the 14, a gain of 3. Second and 7. Second and 7 at the 14-yard line. No score, 10-18 to go. Salem on the march. Both these teams looking for their first win of the season. Harness up under center on second and 7. takes his time, looking to throw, comes to the near side. It is caught at about the 11-yard line. Nice job by Evan Maxey coming back for that one. Complete to the 11. From the 14 to the 11, a gain of 3 on that pass completion. It's just as good as a run, though, Dustin, as far as getting you a little farther down the field.
Yeah, gets a little chunk off of there, leaves them with a little bit more manageable situation on third down, and puts you in a position where you can call a few more plays than you would have been able to if that pass isn't corralled by the receiver.
So third down and about 4 to go for a first down. Ball's at the Effingham 11. Harness ready. Hart's jump. Must have got back in time. There's the handoff to Hahn. Somebody needs to tackle him, and he gets near the 5 before he finally is taken down. Dirk Levitt, among others, on the stop there for Effingham. And Hahn advances the football to the 6, and that's enough for a first down. So first down at the 6, gain of 5, and that's enough for a first down. So first and goal to go now for Salem on that first down. First and goal to go at the Effingham 6-yard line, and there's 9:05 left to play in this scoreless tie. Harness, the sophomore quarterback, up under center as the wind really picks up here at Salem. Harness takes his time. There's the handoff. Hahn trying to pick his way through, and the Hearts driving back. Maybe he lost a yard. Let's see where the spot of the football is. I think they're going to maybe give him to the 5. They've pretty much gone to Hahn exclusively here. 1 yard gain to the 5. So second and goal at the Hearts 5-yard line.
He's the guy I would go to in this situation too. Big kid out there, powerful runner. Just try to push that pile forward and get a yard or 2 at a time until you can get across the goal line.
Harness came over to the sidelines, checking with his coach Kevin Green, who's in his second season here at Salem. So second and goal at the Hearts 5, 8:10 to go in the ball game. Harness has stayed up under center on this entire drive. There's the handoff. They switch backs, and he gets near the 1. As a nice run there by Aaron Ingalls. So they went away from Hahn, and they got a nice gain to the 1.
I thought Ingalls was going to get in there.
Nice stop by the Hearts. Gets it to the 1, a gain of 4. So third and goal at the 1. Now they were here before and weren't able to punch it in. Let's see what happens this time. Third and goal this time, though, not fourth and goal, as it was earlier. So third and goal for Salem at Effingham's 1 yard line. 7:29 left in the game and a scoreless tie. Harness set. He's going to keep, and they drive him back. He did not get it, and that'll bring up fourth and goal. So Salem tries a little trickery there, and it didn't work. Ball is still at the 1, and now it's fourth and goal. So they went away from Hahn a couple of times. It worked with Ingalls. It did not work with Harness, and it's fourth and goal for Salem at the Hearts 1.
I'd be real surprised here, Greg, if Hahn wasn't the ball carrier in this situation. I think you just got to give it to your biggest guy and let him try to barrel his way in there.
Yeah, this is just smash mouth football time here. Here we go, gang. Fourth and goal for Salem at the Hearts 1 and a scoreless tie in the fourth quarter. Harness, the snap, the handoff to Hahn. He's in for the touchdown, and Salem takes the lead. And nobody touched him. They figured he was going to come up the middle. They bunched the defense to the middle. Hahn came to the left side. Nobody touched him. Touchdown Salem. They take a 6-0 lead. The score comes with 6:36 left in the ball game. Well, the Hearts defensed up the middle. That's where Salem had gone the entire drive. And instead they came over on the left side, the near side, and Hahn takes it in for the score. So it's 6-0, and now they'll kick for 1. And their kicker, Jacob Maxey. Here's the snap, the placement, the kick is up, it's plenty long, and it is good. 7-0 Salem. 6:36 left in the game. Back with a kickoff in a minute on 97.9 XFM. Quite a drive by the Wildcats. 12 plays, 53 yards, took 6:23 off the clock. Highlighted by Hahn's 1 yard run. The kick was good by Maxey. And Salem has drawn first blood here. They lead at 7-0 with 6:36 left in the ball game. And the Hearts, who've been pretty unable to get anything going offensively, it's now gone from a need to a must. Kick is low down the middle. It's fielded at the 20 by Miller. Zach gets it out across the 30, and then he goes down hard. Dante Rush made the stop. So Miller took it about the 20, returns it out across the 30 to the 32-yard line, and that's where the Hearts will set up shop here. So Salem, the first team to score tonight. They score with 6:36 to go. And let's see what happens now on the Hearts side of the ledger. That's quite a drive.
Quite a drive when the Wildcats needed it the very most. And, now Effingham's got itself in quite the precarious situation. I mean, you got to go back and answer right here.
Decent field position to start this drive. They give it to the deep back. That's Logan Howell, and he dives near the 35-yard line. They're just trying to bust something loose up the middle. It just hasn't really been there too much. Scored at the 34, gain of 2. It's 2nd and 8. So it's 7-0 Salem now. Neither of these teams have won this season. Nathan Vale going up under center on 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, hides it nicely, rolls to the near side, got a man open and incomplete. They went to the far side as it turned out. Is that Zach Blumker over there? It's getting to the point now in the game where Greg can't tell. Looks like Blumker.
Yeah, that's 34 out there.
Zach Blumker, it was overthrown and comes up incomplete. Blumker tried to go up for it, but just ran out of leap. And so that
go ahead.
Stops clock with 5:53 to go, brings up 3rd and 8.
And the bad thing about the situation is that 3rd and 8. I mean, you got a lot of distance you got to make up here just to keep this drive going, let alone, get any points on the board.
And we're down to 5:53 to go from the shotgun. They were on the reverse. Caden Vaughn tries to stretch it out, but Salem doing a good job of pursuit. He got it out across the 35, but not near enough for a first down. 4th down on the way here.
We saw that play work for some good gains a couple times against Centralia. So, pretty good time to maybe try and bust it out, but it just wasn't there for Vaughn. He could never get that corner turned and, break off the big gain. Instead, it's looks like maybe just a 1 yard.
2 yard gain to the 36. That'll bring up a 4th down, and the Hearts still with about 6 or 7 yards to go to get a first down. So let's see what happens here from the 36. 4th down, obviously the Hearts are going for it this late in the game. Looking to throw. Vale, they're after him. Down he goes. Sacked back at the 30, and there's a flag. And let's see what that's about, but it's after the play.
Yeah, something that happened after the play.
So Vale's taken down at the 30. Personal foul, a face mask on Salem. So let's see what happens here. Well, down he went, and then came the flag. So the Hearts are going to get to keep the football. And once they get marking this 15-yard walk-off, that's more than enough for a first down. The ball out to the 45-yard line.
Well, there's a break. Got to take advantage of it.
So personal foul, a face mask, and the ball's moved out to the 45 of Effingham and a new set of downs.
And that's Effingham's only first down of the half. Coming on a penalty there, but got to take advantage of it.
Never know what you're going to get a chance to build on. Vale wants to throw to the far side. Caught out there by Caden Vaughn, and he dives forward for another first down. Into Salem territory at the Wildcat 44-yard line. Nice little pass play. Nathan Vale from the Effingham 45 to Salem's 44. That's a gain of 11. So a new set of downs.
First completed pass for the Effingham offense tonight.
Wow. 5:20 left in this one. Salem leads it now 7-0, but the Hearts on the march. Boy, a big personal foul. Face mask call, and the Hearts are rolling. Vale looking to come to the near side. Caught out here. That's Caden Vaughn again. He's still on his feet, and he dives near the 30 before they take him down. And the Hearts another first down.
I feel like a broken record, but it's the same thing. Vaughn on that initial contact is not going to go down. He's going to get you that extra couple yards. Got another first down, moving the chains now.
44 to the 30, a gain of 14 yards and 3 consecutive first downs now here for the Hearts. And they have the ball at the Salem 30 with 5:10 left. Vale from the shotgun on 1st and 10. Boy, he's seen his confidence level just soar here this last few plays. Handoff up the middle and nothing, and there's a flag to boot. Let's see what this is about. Ball at the line of scrimmage to the 30.
Ball might be out, too. The Salem players trying to.
Flag was thrown before that, though. And the ball is down, and it's Effingham's football. So let's see what the story is here. And it's a hold on the Hearts. Well, we've seen that before. Boy, that sure damages some of the momentum there. Coach McDonald is out on the field, wondering what's the situation or checking on something. I don't know. The officials come over to talk with him now. Mike wonders what this player did. That's a legitimate question. He's not saying that he's arguing with the call. He wants to know who did what and why a penalty got called. Anyway, 10-yard walk-off from the line of scrimmage back to the 40. So the 10-yard penalty gives them a 1st and 20, still in their 40-yard line with 4:48 to go. So just a little farther to go now on first down. 7-0 Wildcats here at Salem, and 4:40 to play. Neither team has won this season. Wow. Vale from the shotgun. Looking to throw to the far side. He's got a man there. It is caught and dropped. Vaughn. And the reception is made by Caden. The completion is short, but it's a completion to the 36, a gain of 4. So that'll bring up a 2nd and 16. So a 2nd and 16 to the Salem 36. And we're down to 4:10 to go. Again, Salem scored their last possession. The Wildcats lead it here 7-0.
So Effingham is sustaining a drive here, but what's also happening is with the time running off the clock, it becomes increasingly important to capitalize on this possession because you're getting to a point where you might not have another one left.
Vale from the shotgun looking to throw again. He's got Vaughn open, but there was loads of contact. He overthrew it intentionally, I think, because he saw Vaughn fall down. Caden's wondering about a call. But I think Vale saw Caden fall down, and so he unloaded and got rid of the thing because there was nothing good going to happen if he tried for Vaughn.
Yeah, I didn't really see exactly what was going on there in the secondary. But I mean, Vaughn obviously got tangled up with a defender and left his feet.
So the incomplete pass stops the clock with 3:47. It's 3rd and 14, 15, 16 now. Again, the football at Salem's 36-yard line. And it's 3rd down now. And timeout Hearts. So Effingham calls time here with 3:47 left. With 3:47 remaining at Salem. It's Salem 7, Hearts nothing on 97.9 XFM. 3:47 to go, gang. 7-0 Salem. 3rd and 16 for the Hearts at Salem's 36. Nathan Vaughn wants to unload. There's the pass, and it is picked off by Salem. Interception by the Wildcats. Coming to the middle of the field, and he finally is tackled out there at about the 45-yard line as Zach Wilson came up to make the tackle after the pick. So an interception ends the Hearts' drive. So let's see what happens now out Salem and whether they're able to nurse a lead here. 3:34 remaining. Hearts went for it. Nice anticipation by Salem. And I think it was Dante Rush again who intercepted that pass.
Seth Crane, number 21, actually.
Thank you. That's him over here getting patted on the helmet. So Seth Crane gets the pick.
And a 23-yard return to boot.
Again, Wilson on the tackle. So with 3:34 to go, Salem with the ball in a 7-0 lead. And they have it 1st and 10 at their 44-yard line. Their 44-yard line. And timeout. So let's take a break. 7-0 Salem. Back in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
When it comes to vehicles that get over 30 miles per gallon, we have a lineup the competition just can't touch. at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham. Shop 24/7 online at danheck.com. Go Hearts!
All righty, 3:34 to go, gang. 7-0 Salem. Salem with the ball 1st and 10 at their 44-yard line after the interception by Salem. And they're going to run the football. They string it out well, and they get near a first down before they take him down into Effingham territory. Paul Moskal, nice gain on first down here for the Wildcats. And that's what they like, nice big long run and lots of time taken. And Salem's going to take their sweet old time, getting one play off and another, kill as much clock as they can. And bottom line is, you don't blame them. That's how you're supposed to nurse a lead. Ball is eventually advanced to Effingham's 48. So from the 44 of us to the 48 of them, a gain of 8. And it's 2nd and a long one. 3:25 to go. Clock stopped as he went out of bounds. 7-0 Salem. They scored with 6:36 left. They've got it back after the pick. Handoff up the middle. Nothing. Hahn, I think. He might have got a half a yard if they're really feeling generous. So the Hearts up the middle, stuffed that one. There's Bill Art popping out of the middle again. Sophomores had a good game. So Hahn carried for nothing, basically. So 3rd down, and still about a yard to go. And we're down under 3 minutes to play. Boy, hard to score when you don't have the ball. How do you like logic like that?
That makes a lot of sense, you know, but it's pretty sound.
48-yard line of Effingham. 3rd and a long one. Deep back, Hahn goes down. They do not get the first down. Lost his footing, and then Levi Michael was there to tag him out for the Hearts. So that'll bring up 4th down. And I bet you this is Effingham burning this time out, and it is. Comes with 2:32 to go. I'll say, as I've said many times, I've seen Effingham score an awful lot of points with a very little amount of time. So I'm hedging my bets right now. We'll see what happens. Kenna, let's take a 30-second break. Salem 7, Effingham nothing. 2:32 left here at Salem on 97.9 XFM. 2:32 left. The battle of the unwons. Salem has a 7-0 lead on Effingham with 2:32 to go. The ball is at Effingham's 48-yard line. It's 4th down and not a lot. And Salem's going to punt. Hearts jumped and they got back, but they got back before the snap. Well, let's see whether they got drawn off.
I mean, there was a flinch on the offensive line.
Let's see if they got drawn offside.
Salem is shuffling personnel, which leads you to believe that they think that this is going to go their way.
The crew is huddling. The whole crew is huddling. Mike McDonald thinks it's maybe going to go different than Salem does. Our friend Mike Walker right there beside him thinks so too. Let's see how they do decide this.
Yeah, we got some applause from the Effingham side of the field.
It's on Salem. There you go. Procedure penalty on the Wildcats. See, that's why I said when I saw the Hearts kid jump, maybe he got drawn offside, and that is the indication from the officials. So it's a 5-yard walk-off on the Wildcats. Pushes the football back into Salem territory at their 47, and that'll bring up a 4th and about 6 or 7 now. So it's still 4th down, still 2:32 to go. Salem's still going to punt. It's just that there's a little more yardage for him to navigate here. And the Hearts don't have to return quite so far. There's a good snap. Punt's up. It's coming to the near side of the field. It hits at the 33 and it stops there. Just like I wish I could ever have a 9-iron shot hit. It just stopped and stuck at the Effingham 34-yard line. 34-yard line. So from the 46, was it, of Effingham?
47.
47 to the 34 of the Hearts.
Yeah, 19-yard punt.
All right. So the Hearts with 2:22 to go, and I know at, I think, 1 timeout left, maybe 2. Hearts have got a 1st and 10, trailing 7-0. So here we go. Vale from the shotgun, looking to throw, coming to the near side, caught, nope, through the hands, incomplete. Zach Blumker was here, and the ball went through his hands, and it's 2nd and 10. That was a catchable ball. So 2nd and 10. Clock stops with 2:17 to go.
Yeah, catchable on the sideline, no less. He catches that, it goes out of bounds. You know, it's not a huge pickup, but it is a gain, and it does keep the clock from advancing any further.
Got to be gaining some ground here. 2:17 to go. 7-0 Salem. Hearts with the ball at their own 34-yard line at 2nd and 10. Vale from the shotgun. Good snap. A lot of times. Across the middle. It is caught out there for a first down. There's Zach Blumker. Came right back and caught the ball for a first down. Good job, young man. Came right back, made the grab. Right what the Hearts needed to the 47. So from the 34 to the 47, a gain of 13. And the new set of downs for the Hearts, and there's 2:12 to go. Clock stops while they move the chains. 7-0 Salem. Hearts near midfield, just outside of 2 minutes to go in the game. Neither of these teams have won this season. Vale from the shotgun, nobody in the backfield. Taking his time, cross the middle, lofts it out there. He's got a man incomplete, and there's a flag, and let's see what that's about. Logan Howell was the intended receiver. It was a jet pattern, nothing fancy there. They're just blowing it down the field. It was incomplete, but let's see what the flag's about. It was thrown downfield. So let's see what's happening here as the officials talk it over. And the officials talk it over, and so I'll let the officials tell me what's the deal. It's on Salem.
Penalty against Salem.
And they didn't indicate what it was.
It's a 10-yard penalty, so defensive holding.
10 yards must be a hold call. So that moves the chains. First down for the Hearts to Salem's 42-yard line. And there's 1:59 to go. Still a lot of time. Vale from the shotgun again. Nobody in the backfield. Howell now picks it as he came from the side. Turns it up and he drives and dives and gets near the 40. A lot of effort, not a lot of yardage. From the 41 to the 40. Gain of 1. So the ball to the 40. So the Hearts 40 yards away from the end zone, and 1.5 to go, and a whistle. Timeout Salem. Wildcats call time with 1.5 to go. 7-0 Salem here at Salem. Timeout Salem. Back in a minute on 97.9 XFM. Excuse me, 2nd and 8. Hearts with the ball at Salem's 40, down 7-0. Vale going to throw, and it is incomplete. Through to the far sidelines, out around the 30-yard line. Got a clean uniform out there. That's Drew Levitt. That was the intended receiver. Ball comes up empty. Incomplete pass stops the clock with 1:25 to go, and it's a 3rd and 8.
Yeah, just a little too low for Drew to handle there down the far sideline, and Effingham facing a big 3rd down here.
Maybe as big as all season. 3rd and 8 at Salem's 40. 7-0 Salem with 1:25 left in the game. Vale shotgun. Howell in motion. Vale to throw. Caught by Blumker, and that's got to be pass interference, and there's the flag. And there's another flag.
That's awfully close. I mean, that was very close to being timed correctly by the member of the Salem secondary there.
Blumker knew he needed to get to the 30 for a first down. He was on the 30-yard line, and just before the ball got there, he got whacked. First down because of pass interference, and Blumker was in position to make the catch, and Salem got there a little too quickly. It's pass interference, and the Hearts get a first down.
This is just the weirdest half I've ever seen, Greg. Effingham's got a half a dozen first downs now, none of them by rushing. I don't think I'll have said that and will ever say that again.
40 to the 25, a 15-yard gain, 1:19 to go on the Hearts have it 1st and 10. Still down 7-0, remember, though. Vale from the shotgun. Miller in motion. Vale going to go for the enchilada, and it is caught down there. Touchdown, Effingham! Beautiful grab by Logan Howell. No, Drew Levitt. 23. Drew Levitt makes the catch for the touchdown, and it is 7-6. The score comes with 1:12 left. Will the Hearts kick for the tie or go for the win? I'm going for 2.
How far out were they on that play, Greg?
25 yards. 25-yard pass play to the corner of the end zone. Drew Levitt makes the touchdown catch. It's 7-6. It comes with 1:12 to go. And the Hearts, with a 2-point conversion, would take the lead. Wow. This has been the craziest thing. And if it ends well, who cares?
That pass is just a big lob thrown there in the corner of the field, right shy of the end zone.
Yes.
Levitt caught the ball, kept his balance, and took that extra step across the goal line. I mean, you talk about some good balance, because the sideline, he's on that corner between the sideline and the pylon there. He's got to keep his feet underneath him and then fall back into the end zone. I mean, with the catch, either way, Effingham's got a first and goal situation, but to go ahead and finish it off there, that's huge. But you still got a real big play coming up here. I mean, who would have thought an extra point would be such a big deal? But now you got to concentrate and knock this thing down. Try to get us to overtime.
I'm going for 2.
Well, I thought about bringing that up. There's conventional wisdom that says you wouldn't do that on the road.
On the road?
Well, I mean, especially in this situation where you're probably not going to get another chance in regulation. I don't know. We'll see what they do. It would be a gutsy call if they do it. That's for sure.
Hearts have been pretty successful this year going and with their kicking game. So let's see. They're lining up in the traditional set, which is unusual. They're going for 2, gang. They're going for 2. They're going for the win.
Out there.
Vale up under center. And Salem jumps, or were they drawn offside? The ball snapped and Vale saved it. Procedure penalty on Effingham. Now we'll kick. Hearts, a procedure penalty. Not the first we've seen. And that'll push the ball back to the 8, and now we'll kick.
That's 11 penalties this evening for the Hearts. That's a particularly big one, but it's still a manageable play here. And like you said, now I think you gotta bring Zach Miller in and kick the extra point and see what happens after that. And it may have been there may have been the idea all along to try to draw Salem offsides and get yourself on the doorstep where maybe you could think about just pushing the ball across with the keeper. But now you got a little bit longer kick. It makes it a little more perilous.
25-yard extra point try here. Snap, placement, kick, up, and it's spinning, and it is good. We're tied. Zach Miller, the sophomore, came through at crunch time. Tie game with 1:12 to go. 7-7, Effingham and Salem. Back with a kickoff in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
For over 75 years, Gector Brothers has been Effingham's source for the exciting lineup of quality vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. That's 75 years of making friends and servicing our loyal customers. And we look forward to the next 75 years of being Effingham's source for Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
All right, Dustin and I are arguing about the time of the drive, but who cares? Bottom line is Hearts scored and they got the extra point. We're tied 7-7 with 1:12 to go. Dustin Levitt to kick off, and he hits a boomer down the middle. It's taken by Salem inside their 20, and indeed he takes a knee, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats with 1:08 to go. Once he couldn't see an open field, it looked like Aaron Engels took a knee, and that stopped the action. I guess it does give Salem a little more time to run their offense.
Yeah, I mean, he almost did that as if he heard it on the sideline, just go down. Ingles with about they're spotting this ball, at the 23-yard line, so about an 8-yard return or so.
Spot of the football is indeed the 23-yard line. So 1:08 to go, 7-7 Effingham and Salem. Salem with the football, harnessed back out there up under center. There's the snap. Give it up the middle. Hahn, I think, out across the 25-yard line. It's Paul Moskow carried the football. Out across the 25. Call at the 26-yard line. Dustin a gain of 3 at 2nd and 7. And we're down to 50 seconds to go. Well, after all this, we're going to have overtime.
It sure seems that way.
Holy cow. Neither team has won this year. Neither team scored till the fourth quarter. Each team scored. It's 7-7. Salem with the ball with 34 seconds left here at their own 26-yard line. Harness up under center. He's been there a lot tonight. Hands it off to the up back. That's Hahn, and he's got a good head of steam going. Got tripped up by Solcedo and got the ball out to the 36-yard line. 36-35. Let's see where the spot is. 34-yard line, pardon me. 26 to the 34, gain of 8. 21 seconds left in regulation. And Salem will have it 1st and 10. That was enough for a first down. So overtime looking like a distinct possibility here. With now they're going to start the clock, and that ought to do it. I doubt Salem will sneak up there real quick. So that's it, gang. Get your clocks synchronized for overtime. We've played 4 quarters. It's been interesting. We're going to overtime. At the end of regulation here at Salem, it's Effingham-Salem. It's Effingham 7, Salem 7. OT on the way in a minute here on 97.9 XFM. If I haven't mentioned, you're listening to 97.9 XFM, WXCF and Effingham. We're headed to overtime. Matt Hahn is out at midfield for Salem. Nathan Bales out at midfield for Effingham. The respective coaches are out there. Kevin Green for Salem and Mike McDonald for Effingham. The officials review overtime, and now they're doing the coin toss. And my guess is Effingham would want it. If they get the coin toss, they'd want the ball. They'd want to get something on the board and say, okay, now you got to do something. But if they don't win the toss, that's a moot point. So 4 plays, each team gets their best shot at it. And we'll see what happens. Hearts are going to defend the goal to our right, the north goal. So you figured out that Salem will defend the goal to the south. And here we go.
I got to tell you, Greg, my time covering high school football in this area, and it's not a real long time, but this is the first overtime game that I've been witness to. So
mercy, we've had some doozies. Gosh, just, last year, Hearts had an overtime game at Robinson.
Well, then I'm lying.
Yeah, because I thought that was you by me. Hearts had that big lead, and they were feeling good, and Robinson started to score, and they just wouldn't quit scoring, and they tied it up, and we went to overtime and won it 36-30, if I remember right.
Well, just like everything else tonight, I got it wrong on the first try.
You old-timers, you know. I understand that. I can't remember what happened yesterday, but I can remember that. Yeah, last year was a pretty special season for me, so for a lot of reasons. But anyway, yeah, the game at Robinson, because that was the week after the Mount Zion game. We'd had that huge win over Mount Zion at home, and then we went to Robinson and had a big lead, and Robinson came back, tied it up, and forced an overtime, and the Hearts came back to win that one. And that extended that 6-game win streak right there in the middle part of the season. So anyway, they're talking it over to make sure everybody understands just what it is they are supposed to do. We saw that Effingham will defend the goal to our right. Looks like Salem's going to get the first bite at the apple here. The Hearts defense is lining up. And again, you get 4 shots. And we'll see what happens. 7-7 as we go into overtime. Neither team scored till the fourth quarter. Salem staged a 12-play, 53-yard drive that took 6:23 to complete. A 1-yard run by Hahn. The kick was good, and they had a 7-0 lead. Hearts came back, got benefit of a couple of penalties, took full advantage of them, though. Staged an 8-play, 66-yard drive. 8 plays, 66 yards, and it took 1:10. I tell you, I've seen Mike McDonald through the years score with his Hearts teams in less time than any other coach I can think of. It's just amazing. You get down to minute 11 or something. Oh, this one's over. No, it's not over. I mean, time and again through the years I've seen this happen. And it happened tonight.
Well, if I had my druthers, I would have just as soon seen them pull off that kind of a scoring drive in the first quarter instead of the fourth. You know, it's a little bad for my health to starting to get a little nervous up here. I mean, Effingham needs this win so badly, and I mean, this thing's a long way from over. I think it's obviously still anybody's ball game, but
what happened here, by the way, was that the Hearts went back on defense, and Salem came down, started to line up, and somebody called time. So that's why we even have more of a delay here.
Right.
Now Salem sprints out there. Now they're ready. So now let's see how the Hearts respond.
I mean, Effingham should feel pretty confident right now. I mean, they just came up with a huge play. It's got to be a little bit deflating for the Wildcats, you would think. Will Salem be able to put that aside here? That is the key.
I think first down's big here. If the Hearts can stuff them on first down, that's a decided momentum booster. They get 5 yards on first down. Yeah, then the collar gets a little tighter.
You talk about stuffing them on first down, though. I wouldn't necessarily be surprised to see Salem maybe put the ball in the air on the first play here. They haven't been shy about throwing the football in some different situations. You know, they might catch Effingham off guard.
All right, here we go. 4 shots at the end zone from Effingham's 10-yard line. Let's see what Salem does. The young quarterback up under center. That's where he's been about all night. Sends a man in motion to the far side. Lines up at the tight end spot. Going to roll out, going to pass. No, he shoves it in. He tucks it in, and he's taken down. Durbin got him at about the 5. Good work by Travis Durbin. Stayed home. He did get a decent gain on first down, though. So Colton Harness, the Salem quarterback, advances it to the 5, so a 5-yard gain for Harness. And it's second down. Again, Travis Durbin came up, made the stop for Effingham. We're in overtime. Each team gets 4 downs to try to score. So it's second down.
And I don't think that was a design run either. I think he would have thrown if he'd have had something, but it did work out for the Wildcats.
Well, he kept trying to freeze the backs, so it worked for 5. So second down now at the 5-yard line. Checks off, gives the ball up the middle, touchdown Salem. Boy, nice hole. Nice hole by the right side of that Salem offensive line. And they left a big hole for Paul Moskal to drive his truck through. And Salem scores on the second play here in overtime, and it's 13-7 Wildcats, and now there's a very important extra point.
Yeah, these plays like this will be magnified to the nth degree in a situation like this. I mean, any missed extra point could end up being the difference in the ball game.
So second play of overtime, Moskal scores for Salem. And it's 13-7. They're going to kick for 1 here. They're going to kick for 1. Maxey to kick. There's the snap, the placement. The kick is up, and the kick is no good. Hooked it left. So the Hearts can score, and with an extra point could win this thing. Back in just a minute, Kenna. 13-7 Salem here in overtime on 97.9 XFM. 13-7, Salem scored on their second play in overtime. Now the Hearts get 4 bites at the apple. And if they can score and get an extra point, we win. Because Salem was unable to convert on their kick. Vail from the shotgun. Low snap, but he's got it. Throwing, he's got a man there. Caught! Yeah! Touchdown, Effingham! Threw it to the far sidelines. Caden Vaughn made the grab, and we're tied 13. That didn't take long.
1 play.
That was pretty. Caden Vaughn, nice catch. Good throw by Nathan Vail. Tie game, and the Hearts can kick for the win. Ooh, buddy.
Well, here I was settling in for, 7 or 8 overtimes.
Oh.
But we can finish this one right here if we like. It's all up to Zach Miller.
Sophomore Zach Miller from Nathan Vail's hole. Get him a good snap here, Cole. Timeout called, of course. I don't blame Salem. Try to ice the guy. Timeout Wildcats. 13-13. What a pretty pass play. Man, that was just what the doctor ordered.
That's 4 times Caden Vaughn has caught a pass tonight. 39 yards receiving for the young man, and none bigger than those 10 right there. Chance to get Effingham out of Salem a winner, despite the fact that they trailed for all but a minute and 22 seconds of this game.
Isn't that something?
minute and 10 seconds of the game.
One pass play, 10 yards. That's the scoring drive. I can do that one.
That's easy enough.
Holy Hannah. Overtime, we're tied. Pretty pass by Nathan Vale. I cannot tell you what a nice pass that was. Caden Vaughn, he just caught it. The seniors teamed up on the touchdown that tied it, and let's see about the kick now. Vale to hold, Miller to kick. There's the snap, the placement, the kick. It is up, and it is plenty long, and it is good, and the Hearts win. Pandemonium reigns, and Wayne's capturing all the video highlights right now. You'll want to be watching this one in overtime. Effingham a winner. First time this season. Oh my, this must taste good to those seniors. Final score in a dandy, a strange one, but a lot of fun. At Salem, Effingham 14, Salem 13. We'll talk with Coach Mack. We'll talk about the stats. Kenna will have the other scores from around the area. It's all on the way in a minute on the Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota postgame show. Again in overtime. Effingham 14, Salem 13. Back in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
For over 75 years, Gector Brothers has been Effingham's source for the exciting lineup of quality vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. That's 75 years of making friends and servicing our loyal customers. And we look forward to the next 75 years of being Effingham's source for Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Levi Michael joins us. Levi's had a heck of a year working that middle linebacker spot for Effingham and just doing a lot, carrying the ball once in a while. Nice uniform.
Thank you.
I think you earned that uniform tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Tell you what, you never get tired of winning, do you?
No, it's a good feeling.
Tell me about this game, because it was kind of weird at the start with penalties and difficulties and things like that, and the weather and all those things that kind of visited themselves upon us. How did you guys stay focused?
Coach Mack just kept telling us stay focused and do your job every time, and we came out and did that and got the W for it. So.
And when nobody scored and nobody scored and nobody scored, and you get to the fourth quarter and there's like 6 minutes left, and then Salem does score, the way the season's gone, it would have been easy to go, oh brother, here it's going again.
To be honest, that's what was going through my head, and then Nate comes out and puts a drive together, put some good passes, some runs. And that catch over there, that was nice.
Tell you what, Drew, he was just outside the end zone, and he caught it and just knew to curl in.
Yeah, it was. When I saw that, I almost cried.
I don't blame you. I almost did. That was some exciting stuff. So you get the win, and what's it mean? Because you've been playing football all these years, and your senior year, it's been tough. What's it like to get a win?
Oh, I don't even know how to describe it. It's the best feeling. You work year round for getting the win. And sadly, we have to lose 4 times to finally get one. But we just got to win these next 4 games to make the playoffs.
And that's the point that I was going to make next. I'm glad you made it. The fact that now you had to have this one, because coach would tell you it's like you're in the playoffs already.
Yeah.
And now that you got the first one, now you can look toward next week in Paris, and we're home for 3 of the last 4, so that's a real momentum booster. And who knows?
Yep. Every time if we lose, we can't play in the playoffs. So we just got to come out and win every week and prepare, get the job done.
What do you like best about football?
Oh man, just the team coming together and just the teamwork.
I can see that's made a difference, and that sometimes keeps you going when things are tough.
Yes, it does.
Absolutely. Levi, congratulations.
Nice, thank you.
You bet. Levi Michael, appreciate him coming up for the post-game visit. We're going to hand over the headset now to Nathan Vale, one of the other heroes tonight. Nathan, congratulations, buddy.
Thank you, Greg.
I know it's been a long season at times, but you guys have kept at it, and it paid off tonight.
Yep, keep practicing hard, and it showed tonight that we didn't quit.
You had a game where nothing seemed to really connect too well, and a few good running plays. Once in a while, a pass would connect, and then finally they scored, and you're thinking, holy cow, is it getting away? What do you do to rally the troops? Because it's up to you, right?
Yeah, just go out there and focus as hard as I can and just play.
Yeah. And you can't get discouraged if a ball gets away or something like that, because you've just got to come back, get it the next play, right?
Yeah, I can't get my head down, because if I do, then everybody else does. So
Yeah.
I got to keep my head up and play.
A lot of pressure on you,
Yeah, sometimes.
but something you like?
Yeah, I'm used to it
There
right
you
now.
go.
So
Yeah, tell me about the pass to the corner to Drew.
he made a veteran catch in that move. I mean, first year playing football, it looks like he's been playing for 10 years on that move.
That was a wonderful catch. Boy, you kind of threw it up there and said, okay, bud, here it is.
So, I mean, the ball was a little slick, but focus. He focused and caught it, and that's what we've been working on in practice, me and him. So.
Tell you, the pass to Caden was a beauty, man. You threw a strike.
I was so nervous. You have no idea. I didn't really even see him. I just knew where he was going to be because, again, practice, repetition, we've been doing that a lot. So I threw it and I knew he was going to be there.
When he just gathered it in and just knew right where the end zone was.
Yep. Our offensive line did a great job tonight, too. They battled. So.
Tell me about Zach Miller stepping up and making that kick for the win.
I told him, I was like, hey, this is just a regular PAT. Just kick it. And he did just that and made it, so he did a good job.
Man, it's exciting. I'm glad for you guys, especially you seniors, because I know this has been tough on you, and it's sweet to get a win, like especially in this dramatic a fashion.
Yeah, going 0-4, you coming into this week thinking you lose tonight, there goes playoffs, and then you feel like you let everybody down. So we picked it up and came when we needed to.
Exactly so, and so now you got that momentum you wanted, heading back home for 3 of the last 4.
Yep.
And Paris has been playing better this year, so it'll be quite a ball game.
Yep. It'll be tough. So.
Yeah. What do you like best about football?
Just the team. Everybody coming together like tonight. Zach Miller, sophomore, coming in, making it. Just everybody picking everybody up, and we had rough times, but we battled through it.
You bet. Nathan, congratulations,
Thank
buddy.
you, Greg.
All the best to you.
Thanks.
Nathan Dale, the Hearts quarterback, and one of the heroes along here with Levi Michael and lots of others, and one of the guys who is also a hero tonight is Coach Mike McDonald. Now, I told people, and I've told them for 20, however many years it's been, that one thing a Mike McDonald team can do is score in a very short amount of time. And there's a minute 12 or whatever, and I said, I've seen Mike's teams time and again get down the field in that amount of time and score, and darned if you didn't do it again tonight.
Well, it was a struggle. It was a struggle. Conditions weren't very good. I don't know how many times, and you talk about a frustrating game. It's like anything positive that we did was negated by a penalty, or we had guys open in the passing game, and the ball slipping out of our quarterback's hand, but the stars go to the defensive side of the ball tonight. We came back and made a nice drive there, and finally got our passing game going a little bit. But the defense kept us in the game. They made that huge goal line stand there right before halftime, and had numerous plays, throughout the second half where we stopped them on 4th downs or 3rd downs and made them punt the ball. Those guys deserve the kudos tonight, and offensively we just did enough to get the job done, but we got the job done, and that's what's important.
Exactly. So nobody scored and nobody scored and nobody scored, and then they scored, and it would be easy to get down at that point.
Definitely. Our defense is just playing their butts off, and they just hit got a seam in the defense, and I don't remember who scored, but they have some tough running backs, and these conditions really favor them. They're a little bit bigger than us, and they're a little bit stronger than us, and we couldn't really get our outside game going. And our passing game, I thought, you saw we had guys open a lot tonight, and we just could not get the ball to them. And so on a drier field and better conditions, I think we were able to do a lot more better offensively. But we had to play through what we had to play through tonight, and both teams were playing through it, and we didn't give up, and that's the key. And I think there were some times where our sidelines were wondering, they were wondering, but we got some kids that don't give up. Nathan doesn't give up. I don't care if he doesn't complete a pass until 5 minutes to go in the game. It doesn't matter, because he completed the ones he needed to complete. And Drew makes a big play and makes a really nice move on the out and up, and hangs on to the ball, and the ball's slippery. I mean, it was tough conditions for everybody, but we made a play there. And then our two sophomore combo on the snap and the kick. You're talking about two sophomores that don't play too much in this kind of conditions, and they have a combination that didn't get the extra point done in overtime, and that was the difference in the game as far as that 1 point swing. So even though we had some problems with our punting game, we figured it out. Halftime I think our punting game was really good, and first half it put us in some binds and gave them a lot of good field position, but luckily our defense played great and kept them out of the end zone, and that was key. That was definitely key for us. But everybody made plays, and I'm just proud of the way the kids never gave up, and I think that's something that we've learned throughout the season, that anything can still happen. You might still be 0-4, but I kept saying we're this close. We just got to hang with it and make plays, and then we had a couple of guys make some huge plays.
Talk about the decision to go on the pass play to Caden there on the first play in overtime.
Well, we had success with it, in the fourth quarter, and their corners, in this kind of conditions, unless you're really going to come up and press, I think our Caden's got an advantage. He's shorter, built lower to the ground, and he was feeling pretty good about his footwork, and the corner came up, and it was close. It was close. Pick there is ends the game, but he concentrated, made he told me on the sidelines, Coach, I'm gonna make it. I'm not gonna stop running until I'm in the end zone. So because I was already planning on if we don't get in, what are we gonna do next? What so all the things coaches do, and he just goes, Coach, I'm gonna get in.
Yeah.
So, and then we got the Zach kicking the extra point, and that was that.
I'm guessing that sometime over the course of the week, the subject of our playoff start here came up.
This past week?
Because I'm thinking if we don't win, it's all done.
Right. So this was playoff game number 1, and we know we got 4 more playoff games, and if we want to play a 5th one, it means we got to win the previous, the four that are left. Our backs are against the wall, whatever cliche you want to use, but I told the kids that the important thing was getting this one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then when you get one, then you can build on that. And we got Paris coming in, but we're back home. We're a little bit more comfortable. It's it's going to be homecoming week. The kids are going to be hyped. And we came out and warmed up today and warmed up in the pouring rain. Salem stayed inside and didn't come out until there's about 10 minutes, or I don't think it was probably less than 10 minutes when it came out. I don't know. But I think that pumped our kids up, especially our defensive kids. Who doesn't like playing in this rain?
There you go.
Coaches don't really like coaching in it, but the kids love playing in it, and I think our defense showed that way. They came out sticking, and they came out and did a great job. And Coach Venters and the defensive staff, Coach Murphy and Coach Jaspering, they got their heads together and decided this is what we're going to do, and they carried out the game plan to a T.
Good week for the program.
Yes.
JV won, freshman won, varsity won.
Exactly. So Monday, JV gets to go for a sweep against Salem, and hopefully they can get that done. Our JV kids are playing real well, and the freshmen finally got to play just a freshman team this week and got a win. So, hopefully things will just start rolling a little bit better for us. Once you start getting some wins piled up, anything can happen. You get that momentum going.
You bet. Mike, go enjoy this win.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks. We'll see you next week.
Okay.
Hearts coach Mike McDonald again in overtime. Final score, Effingham 14, Salem 13.